Alright, well, it is still Memorial Day. This bike was unrideable this morning. I had a short that was killing my main fuse. And I literally just could not ride it. It kept blowing fuses. Oh, I should have taken that. Anyway, and so now I'm just out here riding. I'm going to try to make it all the way out to Wentworth here in Tucson, Arizona. But for right now, we're just chilling on this this sandy road. A little sandy. We'll sit back a little bit. Going about 45. Nice and cruising. Nothing too crazy out here. I had to ride a little bit of the street, but I got street tags and she's street legal, so not too worried about it. But we got a pretty long ride ahead of us. There's a place I wanted to go visit today that we went to this morning that I didn't get a chance to go ride because of the fact that the bike was popping fuses. What wound up happening is on these WRs, there's two headlights. There's like a headlight and then like an auxiliary light. And that auxiliary light I had canceled a long time ago. And with me canceling it, I guess I smashed it on a drop or something like that. And so what wound up happening is it was shorting out. So it was blowing my main fuse. So luckily for me, I spotted it pretty soon. I gotta be careful out on these trails. I've never been out here before, so I don't really know what to expect. I can tell this is kind of just like a fire road, so I can gather a little bit more speed than what I'm used to. But yeah, so after I noticed that the main fuse was blown and I fixed that light, I had been riding with my tail light kind of hanging off because I lost a bolt on it, so the tail light was hanging off, and then I looked at it and it wasn't working properly. It wasn't working properly, so I decided to tape and test another exterior light. Well, I guess it wasn't the right voltage because then I popped a 5 volt on the Tusk kit. But I wound up taking that main headlight apart, and when I did that, I was able to see that it had a power ground and brake light on it. So I just soldered back onto the main board. It was high temperature solder, so it was a little bit of a pain in the ass to get it to melt, but we just soldered on the tail light again, and it's up and running again. So I didn't want to waste the whole Memorial Day, so I told my wife I'll see you later, and I hopped on the bike. I didn't want to load the bikes again because we rode last night, so I didn't feel like loading them again. So I told her I'm gonna go and check out what I wanted to check out over there, do the hill climbs if I can find some, and we'll go from there. And so, yeah, I'm just out here riding solo. The bike's riding great so far. I've literally never had any issues with this bike. Pretty much all the issues that I'm having now are due to lack of maintenance before when I was beating it up. And I think riding on the dirt's a little bit harsher than riding on the road, at least for the whole bike. I know when I used to ride on the road, I used to beat the shit out of the engine and whatnot. But now that I'm out here actually hitting the whoops and hitting some hard rocks and stuff, it's definitely taken quite a bit of a beating compared to what it used to take. So we're just gonna keep heading southeast as fucking far as we can go until I hit a road, and then I'll hit that south, and then we'll finally hopefully get to a quarry or something like that. That's what I'm trying to reach, is a quarry. Nice little jump here. Nice. Should have hit that a little bit faster. It kind of landed in that dip. The reason I'm on the dirt, not on the street, and just out where I want to go is I don't want to damage my knobbies. And I had never been out here, so I kind of wanted to explore what I got going on. I know if I'm past the power lines, I just keep heading due east, and we'll hit where I need to hit. Yeah, thanks for joining me today. Super simple ride. I'm glad I got the bike back running. I'm glad I got the tail light back up to snuff, because it was not working earlier. For anybody wondering about the maintenance that I have done and what I haven't done as far as the WR450 2012 is concerned, I just did chain and sprockets, air filter, oil, coolant. Those are your basics. Fresh brakes, and then a new fuel pump. That was just due to the fuel delivery issues I was having, which it didn't need a new fuel pump. It needed a new fuel pump pressure regulator, like a regulator for the fuel pump. And so I don't think this is where I want to go. This isn't straight enough. It's gonna kick me back out to the normal trail. Yeah, I didn't need a fuel pump, but I put a fuel pump in it because I thought that's what was the issue. It was a fuel pressure regulator. Heads up for right now in Tucson, Arizona. Don't go to them. They wasted my time, they wasted my money. It's still $150 for me to tell me to put a new fuel pump in it when I had a new one. They just wanted me to spend money, $400 to them to buy an OEM pump instead of just replacing a fuel pressure regulator, which after speaking to them, they actually didn't take the fuel pump out. They just tested the pressure on it and then realized that it was low and just told me to buy a new one instead of giving me some actual actual diagnosis. So I paid the $150 and I called them and said, I want my fucking money back. You guys didn't diagnose anything. And they were willing to refund me half, which is bullshit. But I guess the tech needs to make his payment, so at least he got paid for the shit work they had him do. So this is Wentworth Road. We're gonna take a right here. That's gonna take us to the Wentworth Quarry. Got the trail text fixed. That was another issue that I had to get worked through. It was doing this weird thing to where right now at like 50, it was reading like 990 miles an hour. So it clocked about 4,000 miles in supermoto trim and about a 30-minute ride. And then it wouldn't change, like, so when we changed it to dirt, we had to change the diameter of the tire within the settings, and it wouldn't hold the settings, it wouldn't hold the time, it wouldn't hold anything that we put in there. And so I emailed Tech. But yeah, it runs really well now, everything's good. Another thing I did to the WR is I added a Tech radiator fan to the radiator guards. That's pretty beneficial for me because doing some of this riding is really slow and technical, and it really needs that fan to like make sure that it can like hold its own. So that's one thing I'm glad that I got. I've definitely had to utilize it a few times. Right here, the max is 205 degrees, and then right now, since we've been riding, the max has been 153. So we've been getting some good air through this thing today. I haven't been able to do actual like dirt riding ever since like the DRZ days. Like back in the day when I used to ride at the DRZ out in Albuquerque, that was like my last like take on actual dirt riding because I just haven't had the opportunity to get out there and go get it. Anyway, so this is what we came to come see. The big quarry out here. Let's see if we can get back there and go explore a little bit. These might actually be my tracks from earlier today where I literally made it on the top of this hill, and then my bike died. I didn't even get a chance to turn on my camera. Pretty good little hill climb here. Nothing I don't think I can handle, but hopping over again. Big rock. That was some clutch work right there, boys. Yeah, so my bike made it to the top of this hill right here, and then that's when I had to stop. So here's one of the small quarries that I wanted to see, but the big one over there is the one I want to actually take a peek at. See what we can find. And then there's that hill climb back there. That's where I want to go. See if we can get up to the top of that mountain. Gotta go the other way. There's some fucking cows down there. Yeah, that's some pretty steep shit. Let's go back to this other trail, see if we can get to the top of this mountain. That loose gravel bit me. Do we have a front brake still? We do. Alright, got a front brake, we're good. Got a clutch. It bit me. That hurt. That sucks. Ooh, I might take a break real quick. Ooh. Ooh, that got me good. Oh yeah. A little bit of blood on me. That was some really loose stuff there. Not gonna lie. Started swinging me out. They're swinging me out. rear tire to the left, and I just kind of took my feet off like a dumbass. Bars might be a little turned on me, but nothing I can't handle. It's crazy how much you can ascend in a few seconds. We're already at the top of this. You can see down there where I crashed, all the way up here already. You can cover quite a bit of distance just fucking around. See, that's where I want to get to, is that rock slide back there. Maybe that's where I went. No, because I went up this. Kind of canceled out on me. I could see that road way the fuck up there. I'm trying to go as far back as I can.